Doing great. My hands are moving, my eyes are moving, everything's moving. That's great. Okay, great. Let me pin this. Then let me go to the Twitch room. Twitch.com. Well, I guess twitch.tv/JosephDZ. And then I should be good. I just had to restart. Oh, hold on. I had to restart the, what is it? Warado, because it wasn't working. Wasn't working. So let me just log on to the Twitch, make sure the Twitch is streaming. And then I will make sure that this is unpinned until the end of the stream. Okay, great. I think it's working. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? It appears my game has crashed, so let me restart that. Hopefully we can get that going. Looks like there's 2 Joeys right now. What a wonderful day. Hey guys, it's me. I'm Joey. I'm over here. I'm over there. How have you guys been? I had the day off today, and it was very nice. I was very happy because I had the day off. Hold on. There we go. Okay, great. I had the day off, so I got a lot done in terms of my game and stuff. And I was very happy about that. 2 Joeys. Hi, Magnus. Good to see you. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Let me just post in the live posting bot. I will be copying this link, copy text, and I will be posting it in the Discord. I will say this, paste, Joey Seed is whispering into the mic. It's me. Okay, technical difficulties are now over. We're back at it, folks. We're back at it. Alright. How's everybody's week been? How's everybody's weekend? I'm sorry I wasn't able to stream on Sunday. I was really wanting to, but I didn't get around to it. I was very tired. And I hope that everybody is equally tired. I hope you guys had a good day and got enough done that you're now sleepy. Hope you got enough done that you are now sleepy, because it is about that time. Thank you, Magnus. I hope you had a good day too, though. A good day as well. A free day is always good. I got a busy day tomorrow at a busy place, but I'm not too worried about it. Because, I don't know, I'm just prepared for the day ahead of me. Hello. Hope you're doing okay. It's wonderful to have you. I hope you had a good weekend. I was going to try to stream on the... What is it? I was going to try to stream on the weekend, but I wasn't able to. I was kind of exhausted. I had a pretty busy weekend. I worked during the weekend, and then, I was doing like some birthday celebration stuff. It was both me and my friend Rich's birthday. So we had like a little, my friends threw us a little party. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun, but after the party, I was very tired. And then I was really sleepy because I didn't get a good sleep on Saturday. So on Sunday, I just kind of hung out, and I was very groggy the whole day. groggy the whole day I was kind of groggy. And then I got on stream, and I started having technical difficulties. excited for that. I really like this game. And this is the second update in quite quick succession, so, that gives me hope that they're going to keep adding more into the game. This is a game that I really, really, really like. It is a ton of fun, 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 ton of fun. And I really thoroughly enjoy it. Thoroughly enjoy it. Should probably get rid of these regeneration stuff, though. I don't think that would be too terribly useful in my case. I got a lot done, though, in terms of my video game that I've been working on. I think I talk about that a lot, but it's going along. I finished a major dungeon, so that was pretty eventful. I'm happy I got that out of the way. There's like a script that I need to kind of code and implement. It's something minor, but something that I think would be a little fun little puzzle. So I'm going to be able to get that going. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to get that going. JC Gamer, hello. Welcome. Hope you're doing alright. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Hope everybody's having a cozy, wonderful Monday. Monday is nearly over. Monday is nearly over. You can get some sleep now. And you can fast forward to Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday in it. As our dear British friends would say. Sorry, excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, as our Canadian friends would say. Sorry about that, as our Canadian friends would say. I think it's very funny that Canadians say sorry. I was talking to a Canadian friend of mine, and he said that it is pronounced sorry. It is pronounced sorry, and that Americans just say sorry with an A. And I thought that was kind of funny. It's kind of true though if you think about it. It is kind of like sorry. It doesn't sound like sorry. It's kind of like an American thing. Sorry. Hey Star, good to see you. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're having a great week so far on this cozy Monday evening. I need a better weapon, or I need to combine a weapon. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm getting real Canadian with it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Going Canadian mode. Sorry about that. Hey, thank you for the little hearts, the little itty bitty hearts that I see wandering up the stream. Thank you, folks. I truly appreciate it. Honest to goodness, honestly, I do. I think I've been getting kind of good pulls on this run, but still, it could be better. Who am I facing? I should most definitely win this, though. Magnus says, I wish Canadians were real. Canadians are very real, and you might know one. Someone you might know and love is Canadian. Our dear friend, Gutterspook, is Canadian. this, I think. -6, so I get +1, -3 from that, -4 from that. They didn't restore any health. I'm going to lose my armor a bit. Yeah, I should just be able to power through. Just should be able to unga my way through. Do we have any requests in the request box? We don't. Magnus says, I'm jealous. What are you jealous of? What are you jealous of? Sk. What? If you guys are just joining us, we've got the anonymous request box. Up, where you see it. Up in the request box. It should be a deep pinned comment. Feel free to leave a little itty bitty request there. if you'd like. This is one of the changes. They've turned Serpent Liar from a common item to a rare item. You can see that noted by, well, I don't have any common items, but they would be green. They would have a little green icon there in the bottom. And the green items you can combine to make them gold items. However, the rare items you cannot combine, unless of course it's a food item. Then you can combine that in the gold. Let's see what we can get. This can be good, but I need to find a watermelon. Someone's alone. Whoever's listening to me on Twitch is still alone. It's just me and you, my dear Twitch listener. It's just me and you, my dearest Twitch listener. We're having an intimate Joseph DC personal stream. Oh, well, now Magnus is here, so it's less intimate. Good to see you, Magnus. Hope you're doing alright. Thank you for joining us on the Twitch and on the YouTube. Hope you're doing alright. Hope everybody's doing fine on this cozy evening. We will upgrade our mushroom into a bitter melon. This is a very, very powerful ability, especially if it is combined with the fungal cloak. What the bitter melon does is this. It will spend 1 stack of another random status effect that isn't poison, and it will convert that to poison. It also gives you +3 attack. You may be asking, why is this good? Well, you can keep stacking up poisons. And in the meantime, while you rack up stacks of poison, when you're exposed, you activate your fungal cloak. And what this does is it removes all your poison. Then you get 3 armor for each poison you removed. So it is very potent. Especially if you can get more than 1 bitter melon. It kind of starts to snowball out of control. Snowball out of control. A lot of the more oppressive and annoying builds like to use it. Join Minecraft Realm soon. I think we tweeted play Minecraft at some point, but I gotta admit, it's not really the game for me. It is not really the game for me. Wasn't too into Minecraft. This is also a new event. I don't know what it's called, but it's a new event. A new event. Crucifix. The Crucifix negates all negative base stats, so the drawback of using the Holy Shield is completely removed. You can also do other cool stuff. It looks like they haven't really found much use for it yet, but it is very potent, very potent, very potent. They've also got spiritual balance. If your speed is equal to your attack, gain 3 attack, 3 attack. They've also got this. Spend 1 acid to gain 2 attack. And acid mutation, so once we hit play, they're probably going to gain a considerable amount of power. 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 They've stunned me, which is irritating. Stunned me, which is irritating. I might actually lose this. Wait, my fungal cloak only gave me 3 power. 3 armor, so it's not really working for me super well right now. Minus, good 1, minus 11. Oh, so I did win. That was kind of a tough battle. Let's check our request box. We've got 2 requests. Our first one is shook. That's one of my most favorites. That's one of my most favorites. This basilisk scale might actually be quite useful to me. But what I really need is another pure link element. Pure link element would really help me. And here it is. Yippee! Another pure link element. So what we're going to do here is going to get this checkpoint. And we're going to warp close to a golem that can help us combine items. If I'm even close to one, that is. It doesn't look like this is a good spot. We will combine our pure link. Magnus says, every time I see you, I remember the game of pop balloons. Oh, you mean balloons tower defense. Magnus, do you want that game on Steam? I can give that to you. We can also combine our champion's armor, so now we've got a lot of armor. Emily Bear, hello. Welcome to the Twitch stream. It's wonderful to see you, wonderful to have you. I certainly hope you're doing okay, my friend. Certainly hope you're doing okay, my friend. currently, well, for me at least, it's 10 p.m. It is 10 p.m., which means that's the perfect time to start getting some sleep. It would behoove you to get some rest. It would behoove you to get some rest. I know you're tired, and I know you deserve it. Even though it's just Monday. Even though it's just Monday. It's your time too, eh? Well, it's a good time to have, my friend. It's certainly a good time zone to be in. It is certainly a good time zone to be in. I can try and get some cool item here, so let's check it out. We'll combine the silver scalefish with the lemon, and what do we get? A lemon shark. A lemon shark. How wonderful. Battle start. Gain 1 acid. Exposed. Gives the enemy reptide equal to my acid. You know, this might be good, but I don't. Well, I could put this here. We'll see. I don't know. Let's fight the boss and see if we win the run. Win. Shook. Let's check the request box. We've got another one. We want Sook. Magnus is 2 EP. Well, that's a good thing, Magnus. That's the idea, after all. Get some sleep. You deserve it. You deserve to get some wonderful, great sleep. Good night. Get some sleep. What are you guys gonna go do tomorrow? I have work. Boo. But it shouldn't be too bad. It was my first, official week on the books. Last week, and it went well. I'm working longer this week, and I've got a long shift on Saturday, which I'm not really looking forward to, but it is what it is. At least I've got next Saturday off, and next Saturday is UFC 327, which I'm kind of excited for. I always like to see Joshua Fields fights, and Yuri Prohaska is always entertaining, so I think it should be a lot better than 326. I think it should be a lot better than 326. 326. I think it should be way better. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's check the request box. Do we have any new requests in there? We do not. So if you're just joining us, folks, feel free to leave a request in the request box. The request box should be in the pinned comment. I think it's still there. Let me know if it's there on Twitch. I know it's is there on YouTube. So let me know if the request box is still there. And I can put it back if it's not there. I can put it back if it's not there. If it left. What kind of build? I kind of want to try the new symphony stuff. So let's give that a shot. 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 Let's give that a shot. Symphony builds always seem so much fun. However, I feel like a lot of the times the symphony builds are particularly difficult to get a hold of. The reason being is that most of the builds with symphony, all the symphony items are typically, all the symphony items are typically rares or above. My whispering is very nice and calming, not gonna lie. Well, thank you very much, friend. That's the idea, after all, right? I think that was kind of a misplay. I don't think boosting my silver scalefish would really do me any good here. I think I would get more mileage out of it. If I combined it with something else. And I don't really want to get a clear spring watermelon. The reason being is that if you have regeneration, you typically want to keep high stacks of it. Shout out to my friend Lyric, who just logged onto VR chat on Steam. Hope you have a fun time in VR chat. Poisonous mushroom. Should I combine the grilling skewer with the mushroom? I wonder what it does. Let's take a look. Let's take this horse over to a cauldron, and see what we get if we combine the skewer with this. It says battle start, gain 3 poison, turn start. If you have poison, gain 1 additional strike. So this kind of revolves around just having stacks of poison on. Well, hopefully I'm able to get some stuff done. It would be good to get a toxic cloak. That would be very useful. Let's see what we're up against. Sifter Strike Bow is kind of scary item, but it looks like they don't have anything to make use of it. So this should be pretty open and shut. Let me check the request box. Okay, no new requests. Let's see this battle play out. Got my strikes, given up poison. Got my strikes, given up poison, and the poison wears off. This might be a pretty good build. I reckon. This might be a pretty good build. so strong. I can probably beat the boss now, depending what they have. Looks like they've got a life root staff. This one, I've always found this item to be kind of underwhelming. I think it would be cooler if they gave it like a weapon core. I think that would make it a lot better and more effective, and I would be more, likely to pick this up, because this is, pretty bad. There's like a lot better options as far as regeneration items. But yeah, this should be pretty easy. Let me just check and see the compendium. I think Life Root doesn't get a new item, does it? It does. It's got Life Root Dagger, take 2 damage, then gain 3 regeneration and 5 attack. Maybe we can do something with that. Next run, we might be able to do something with that. But this should be another easy one. Another easy one. Another easy one. Another easy one. Especially now that we've got them stunned. Especially now that they're stunned. It should be so easy. It should be so easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Why did I lose health? Why did I lose health? I need to get it back, so let me get one of these. I need to fight somebody. I need to get more health back, because I'm very low. I'm very low on health. I'm very low. Very low on health. This is what I was looking for. If I can upgrade this potion, I think it would be very, very good. If I can upgrade the light speed potion at least to level 2, I should be able to get a lot of mileage out of it, because we've just uncovered the potion man here. The potion man. Take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Shout out to my old viewer, Ocean Man. Hope you're doing alright, wherever you are. I hope you're thriving and doing wonderfully. Wherever you are. I hope you're thriving and doing wonderfully. Who are we up against? This is kind of an unassuming build. They've got ride and leather boots. However, I can probably get a lot of mileage if I do get to this horse, which is, I'm not sure where. Oh, there it is. If I can get to that horse and get what I need to do, done. If I can get what I need to get done, then we'll be in good shape. We'll be in good shape. We'll be in good shape. Even better if I can find a toxic cloak. Even better if I can find a toxic cloak. That also helps. That also helps me quite a bit. So check this out. We got this. If I can So let's go ahead and take this horse down to the nearest Golem Glade. 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 Golem, Golem, Golem Glade. Golem, Golem, Golem Glade. Where's the potion man? Got to find the potion man, potion man. He's here somewhere out there. He's here. I should probably go there. Where's this? Where am I? Oh, I'm right here, so I'll just walk forward a bit. Walk forward a bit. Walk forward a bit. Now let's look for the gold. Oh, there's the potion man. Can I make it there on time? Can I make it there in time? Can I make it there in time? I wonder. If I can make it there in time, I'll be in good shape going into the. I couldn't make it. Couldn't make it, but let's see if we win this. Let's see if we win this. They're giving me poison, but they don't realize that they're just. Holy cow, what's going on over there? Looks like there is a big truck on my street. They just honked their horn at somebody. I'm not sure as to why. But they've just honked their horn at someone. They've honked their horn at. They have honked their horn at someone. The horn has been honked at someone. Emmy, hello, Emmy. Good to see ya. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're doing fine. It's wonderful to see ya. And I hope your Monday went well. The potion maker will upgrade any potion. Oh wait, you can probably upgrade nerve poison too. I've never actually done this. I'm assuming that if I upgrade it, all it'll do is stun them for 2 turns. Which, to be honest with you, that would help. So maybe I should do that. Let's give him the nerve poison. What is this? The first time the enemy gains poison, stun them for 3 turns. Okay, that's even better. Alright, I like that. I like that. I like that. That's good. Good news for me. That's good news for me. I'm doing great, Ellie. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing alright too. Hopefully you're not too busy. Big shout out to my friend on Steam, Cat. It looks like they've just initiated a game of gnomes, which is a very good game. A game of gnomes, which is a very good, very wonderful, very nice game. Serpent Dome, this is new. Countdown 8, give the enemy 10 poison. I like that. I like that a lot. We will give them that. We will take that. We will take this too, I think. It would be nice to get an affinity for our bow. But first I think the priority is to get a new item. Oh, mushroom buckler would be nice. Buckler would be nice. I'm still pretty busy, but I'm finally on spring break. That is good. That is good news. I'm happy to hear it. Another mushroom. Ooh, I want this very badly. Thus I will take it. And I will combine it. And I think we should be in good shape going forward. This is a good spawn here. This is a very good lucky spawn. What are you gonna do on your spring break? What are you really gonna do on your spring break? This is the first time I don't have spring break anymore because I'm part of the workforce now, so I don't get spring breaks anymore, unfortunately. I wish I did, because spring break was always fun. And it would always fall on my birthday too. So was very happy whenever they had spring break because it was like I got a birthday week off. 25. Oh, they're having their countdowns. This could actually be rough. Countdown 8, deal 25 damage. Uh-oh. That's worrisome, 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 worrisome. That is worrisome, 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 worrisome. Worrisome, 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 worrisome. Minus 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Minus 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Minus 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Yippee, we win. That was a close one. I thought I would be gone for sure with that dome. Anyways, let's check the request box. Do we have any requests in the box? We do not. No requests. Zero requests in the request box. If you guys are just joining because you want to hear me say something, that could be anything at all. Feel free to let me know. Let me know in the request box. Let me know in the request box. Let me know. Let me know in the request box. Cause we'll combine our muscle potion. Big muscles like your boy Joseph Daisy. Big muscles like your boy Joseph Daisy. Muscle, 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 muscle. Muscle. Oh, this is good. Pure Lake helmet. I needed that. 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 Who are we up against? Oh, this could be tough. It is a Purity and Riptide build. A Purity and Riptide build. Purity and Riptide are both very troublesome, but we now have this at our disposal. This one is our Super Dome. Countdown 8, give the enemy 10 poison. Or we could do our Arcane Gauntlet and have all the countdowns. Let's do that. Emmy says my sister is visiting Wednesday until Friday. I haven't seen her in a year and a half. Oh goodness. Well, that's very exciting, Glenn. That's very exciting, Glenn. Very exciting, Glenn. I'd be excited too if I hadn't seen my sister in a year and a half. Luckily, I see my sister like very frequently. Like almost once every week or so, it feels like. I see my sister a lot, so I'm very thankful for that. Combine our pure lake, 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 pure lake element. Element, 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 element. Element, 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 element. Are any of you other guys on spraying break? Does anybody else have anything fun planned for the spring break? Maybe you're like me and you don't get a spring break anymore. Maybe you're like me and you don't get a spring break anymore. Maybe you're like me and you don't get a spring break anymore. No more spring breaks for you. Oh, Crimson Fig, this is nice, this is good, this is very nice. If only I could get, my on-hit effects trigger one additional time during the first turn. I think I will grab this as well. So let's do this. Let's take our cross guard, swap it with our slime armor, and take on the boss. We now have a core, the Ironstone Fang, which does this. It says on the first turn, we gain 3 armor on hit. That's pretty good, right? However, we also have Hero's Cross Guard, which means during the first turn, all of our on-hit effects will trigger an additional time. Essentially meaning on the first turn, we'll gain 6 armor on hit. doing 8 times 4, which means we will be doing 32 poison to the opponent. The opponent only has 11 armor. They will be getting more from us, unfortunately. But I'm not worried about it. I think we should win this, so without further ado, let's reap the fruits of our labor. Emmy says, yeah, I mean, she lives 6 hours away. Holy cow. But at least when I move, it'll be 3 hours instead. When are you moving? Let's see what they've got. You see, they've got, Silver Scale Melon, and they've also got, River Flow Rapier, so this is pretty big deal stuff, but I think we should win. So 3 poison minus 5 plus 2, 4, 2, half the duration of that, minus that, give me that, give me another one, yada yada, yada yada. At least we'll only be taking 5 every turn, but I'm not worried about it. 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 Here's 1. Give him that. Give him that. Give him that. 1. Give him that. Give him that. Give him that. And another one. And then just 1 more attack. And I think we win. And here it comes. Yippee. Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Shook. Shook. Well, we've got to wait for all this stuff. He is going to take 23 damage and 16 as well. So it looks like we won that. No diffed him. I think this is a good build, so let's challenge an undefeated champion. Looks like we're probably going to lose this one. We might lose this one. We might lose this one. The Bubble Gloop staff is very, very powerful. The Bubble Gloop staff is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. And stun kind of kills this build. Stun kind of kills this build. So let's just fight him and try our best. Let's just fight him and try our best. Pretty kitty. Oh, it's Jared. Hey, good to see you on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. It is fantastic to have you here. Alright, wish me luck. I think we have a chance, but, you know, to be real, I think I might be cooked because they've got 17. And they've also got honey. Oh, no, yeah, I'm finished. I'm done for it. I'm done for it, 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 done for it. Done for it, done for it, done for it, done for it. You see, they've already racked up 32 turns of stun on me. 32 turns of stun on me, so that's very intense. Very intense, very intense, very intense. 32 turns of stun is very intense, very intense, very intense. So I'm probably cooked here. I'm probably cooked here. This is a crazy killer build. Killer build, killer build, killer build, killer build, killer build. But I think that was a fun build. I liked playing it. Let's check out the request box, see if we've got any requests in the box. Do we have any requests in the request box? We do not. Okay. Feel free to leave a request in the request box. If you're new, if you're old, if you're somewhere in between, I guess. Feel free. If there's something you'd like to hear me say, I'll say it. came up with this wonderful feature. Let's go to the Elderwood Cemetery. It's supposed to really rain this weekend, Santa. It's supposed to really rain this weekend, Santa. It's supposed to really rain this weekend. But Chicago's actually getting snow. Chicago's actually getting snow this weekend as opposed to us. We're just getting rain. We're just getting rain. So check this out. We now have a core. The Agaric armor. Start to gain 1 poison. You cannot gain more than 1 poison. So the fungal rapier and the mushroom buckler. I get a poison with the fungal rapier. And if I have poison, enemy strengths deal 1 less damage. So this is an okay core. I think it should be strong enough to fight the boss. Yeah, I think this should be enough. Nemui Bear says, I want snow. Nemui Bear, you know what? I agree with you. I'm a very much a winter rat. I've got very thick fur, so it gets very hot and heated for me in the summer. I'm warm here in my house. That's why I've got like a short sleeve shirt on, but I like to be all bundled up for the most part. I like to always be really bundled up for the most part. I like to sleep under like 2-3 sheets, which sucks in the hotter months because it's like, gosh, I'm so hot. This sucks, you know. I love the snow. Do you guys love the snow like I love the snow? Do you love the snow like I love the snow? I wonder if you do. I wonder if you do. Winter on top. Why do you like winter, Santa? That's why you live in the North Pole. Nemui Bear says it gets too hot in the summer. Even taking everything off don't help. Ain't that the truth, Nemui Bear? Ain't that the truth? I abhor the summer. I abhor the summer. I abhor the summer. I do not like it. Not 1 bit. You like to eat the snow, huh? Yeah, snow is pretty delicious. I like to eat the snow sometimes too. I haven't done it in a while though. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten the snow in quite some time though. Holy shield. Don't mind if I do. So now we've got the Holy Crucifix. This negates all of our negative base stats. Negative base stats. Negative base stats. Base stats. I need to find a horse. I need to get on a horse. And I need to get on a horse. And I need to go to a golem. I need to go to a golem and combine some stuff. Go to the golem clean and combine some stuff. We've got a request in the request box. Someone says, a while back, someone requested to be told to shrink. I have no idea how, but I found that entire bit very comforting, and it gave you warm fuzzies. So if it's no issue, I'd love something like that too. You know what? That's not a problem because I am a specialist at shrinking people. They call me Joey Shrinks sometimes because I have magical powers, and I will make you shrink. Starting now, you shrink. Get smaller. You're shrinking. You're getting smaller. Wow. So small. I'm going to shrink you and shrink you and shrink you and shrink you. And I will crush you under my feet. Not really. Getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Teeny tiny, teeny tiny, teeny tiny, teeny tiny. Random question. Do you have long hair like my model? If so, do I ever put a bow on it? Maybe I should put a bow on it because I do have really long hair. It's probably longer than my model. I have very long hair and it's also curly. Not super curly. I was saying this at my birthday party. I said that I have curly hair, and my friend said actually it's more wavy than it is curly. So I guess I kind of have like wavy hair. It's longer than my model though. But I would look cute in a bow, I think. I think I would. Sluha said, did I just join the size play? Is this like a fetish thing? I don't want to do that, but I thought it was more of like a comforting thing of you becoming small. I should have known better. It's okay though, I'm just joking. Blue, how have you been? It's good to see you. 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 Hope you're have a wonderful Monday. Maybe you live in the future and it's Tuesday for you. Maybe you come from another time and it's Wednesday. Or maybe you've lost track of time. Maybe it's one of those times in your life where you've been doing nothing for so long that you've lost track of time. You don't know what day it is anymore because you have nothing coming up in the week. Maybe you're feeling like that. I miss being able to feel like that. I used to always feel like that around like summer vacation, especially when I wasn't in summer camp or anything. When I was at a summer camp and it was like summer vacation, I would just play Pokemon on my Game Boy all day, and I would lose track of what day it was until it was like, oh yeah, your friend Peter is gonna come over on Wednesday, and then I'd be like, oh awesome, I can't wait for Wednesday, and then I would figure out what, my fingers are twitching, then I would figure out, what day it was, but then after that, I would lose track of time again. Luo says, I find it a comfortable thing, no worries. Smaller equals easier to hide from taxes, that's very true. I just submitted my tax documents. If you guys are also adults, grown adults here in the chat, you'll know that tax season's coming up, and you'll know that tax season is almost over. You should have done your taxes, and you better do them now, or you're gonna get audited, and you're gonna have to pay money, even if the government owes you money. So you gotta do your taxes, guys. Make sure you do your taxes. This is Joseph teasing, telling you, the viewer, to submit your tax documents, your W-2 and all that, to whoever does your taxes. I have like a taxes guy, so I never have to like do it myself. Nimue Bear did theirs last month and does it whenever they can, so look at that. You guys should be more like Nimue Bear. I think I look cute with both of them. Maybe I should get an outfit where I have a big bow in my hair. Wouldn't that be sick? I don't know, I'd have to think about it. I do want to get more outfits. My sailor outfit is going to be done soon. And then I'm thinking I might get 2 more done after that, but we'll see. I've got big doctor money coming up that I can spend on really stupid stuff, so we'll see. Lena says, hey, gooder to see you, vague rodent creature friend. I'm not a vague rodent creature, I'm a rat. And I'd like to make that known. A lot of people say you're a mouse boy. Not only am I not a mouse, I'm also not a boy, I'm a grown man. I'm a rat, and I'm a man. let's not get that twisted. Just woke up an hour and a half ago. Well, then let's check out since, our dear friend Luho, who is speaking in the chat on YouTube, is an owl, so owls are nocturnal. But it's good to be relaxed during the day. The day can be relaxing too. But let me check the request box. Do you have anything else? We have nothing new in the request box, so I love you, Rat Man from Santa outfit. Santa. That might actually be a good idea. I can get all sorts of outfits done. All sorts of outfits done. All sorts of outfits done. I would need your permission though, I don't want people to get confused and be like, oh wait, are you Santa? And I would have to say no. I might look like Santa and I might be wearing Santa's uniform, but I am not Santa, even though I do know him personally. Even though I do know Santa personally, actually. I do know Santa personally. Santa is in my YouTube chat. I've also never played Portal. I played a little bit of Portal 2. Portal 2, Portal 2, Portal 2. I think I should win this. I think I should win this. I think I should win this. Well, I have Santa's blessing, so I can officially wear a Santa outfit. Santa outfit. Santa outfit. Santa outfit. Santa outfit. Santa, 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 Santa outfit. Santa outfit. Santa outfit. Santa outfit. They also turned the bell. The bell is no longer a common item, which was kind of the crux of the whole symphony build. I think Symphony is really fun, but it seems a lot more difficult to play now. Though I think that because of that, it should be a lot more powerful, at least in theory, right? Since it's a lot harder to build around, it should, in theory, be a lot more powerful. That stuff always gets huge respect from how I am a doctor. I recently passed all my exams, so now I'm licensed to practice. I am a doctor of pharmacy, so I'm a specialist in like drugs and drug interactions and all sorts of stuff like that. That's me. That's your boy Joseph DZ. Dr. Joseph DZ. Dr. Joseph DZ. Dr. Joseph DZ. But I am, so if anybody needs any medical advice and stuff, I'm always open. I'm always open. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that, Jared. I really appreciate that. Do you prefer that I call you Jared or Brittany? Because I see that's your name on the... You cannot gain more than one poison is big. So I would probably do this. So let's think about this for a second. Actually, let's not think, and let's just fight the boss. Very difficult to get a doctor degree. You're telling me it took me like a decade. Jade is okay. Still illegally. Okay, well that's fine. That is fine. That is fine. I don't think this should kill me. I don't think this should kill me. Frostbite grieves for only 3 turns isn't anything to be scared of. But this, the iron flail with the sword talisman is kind of scary. This is kind of scary, and I don't think my stuff is going to pop off in time. I will get the life root loot, though. The life root loot, light root loot, light root loot, light root loot, life root loot. The life root loot. I think I might lose. Sword talisman plus iron flail is very, very formidable. Very, very formidable, 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 formidable. Yeah. Oh well, let's try again. so I got to kind of focus on getting money. Got to focus on getting money, so I can keep fishing for pulls at the merchant. Mushroom, don't mind if I do. Should I do my favorite mushroom, dear friend of the show? AKA Whale the Composer. This means you're a psychiatrist, sector, or pharmacist. No, I have nothing to do with psychiatry. I am a pharmacist. I am a doctor of pharmacy. Doctor of pharmacy. Doctor of pharmacy. That's me, Joseph D. Seed. That's me, Joseph D. Seed. That's me, Joseph D. Seed. Joseph D. Seed. I do want this music tone, but I also want some symphony stuff. Thank you for clarifying. Of course. Folks, how was your Monday? Did you get up to anything fun? I was working on my game a lot, and I finished a big dungeon, which I'm very happy to be done with. It's coming along slowly, but surely it is coming along, and I can't wait to be done. The more I write the story and stuff, I'm just like, yeah, people need to play this. I don't want anybody to wait any longer, but there's still a lot that needs to be done. So I'm hurrying up the fastest that I can to get all of this stuff done. Most of it is really just mapping, scripting stuff, special new mechanics and such. Which is the most annoying part of it. Unfortunately, but it is a valuable part as well. Valuable. Do you see these potions? That means that the potion man is nearby. The potion man. Take me by the hand. Take me to the land that you understand. He's nearby. Let's go to the petrified forest. Maybe we'll get some symphony instruments. I'll take muscle growth. That's very valuable. We love a doctor's heat. Absolutely. That's me. Dr. Joseph D. Seed. Dr. Joseph D. Seed. That's me. That's my name. Don't worry out. Okay, and then, well, I don't have any. Life Root Hammer would be very nice. Life Root Hammer would be very nice. It would be very nice. Life Root Gauntlet. I want another one of these, but the mushroom is also very important. However, it's not that important, so we can pitch it. Life Root Hammer. That will be very useful. That will be very powerful. But now I need to go and find a golem. A golem's glade. I need to find a golem's glade so I can combine my items and get more inventory space so that I can get stronger. So I need to locate a horse. I need to get on a horse and get out of here. So let's see. There's a horse over there. Let's try and get it. Let's try to get a horse. Let's try to get to that horse. I guess we'll be going regeneration. But I will try to go symphony because that's been my goal the entire time. such a fun thing to build around. Symphony is such a fun thing to build around. Speaking of such, we've got one here. Wear that name out. What name? Dr. Zeed. You can't wear it out because that's my name. I have to keep it. I have to keep it because it's my name. I don't have another name. I go by many different names though. Big Seed, Joe Mama. I have many different names or any different aliases, but it's still me. It's still just easy. I go by many different names. See Wizzy, Jet Daddy. Click, click, click. Let's fight. B2B-W. B2B-W. What is this? Handbat. Battle start. Gain 2 additional strikes. Iron Skin Potion. Flame Burst Tome. And 2 life roots. I think I should win this. Maybe. No, I think that they might kill me. No, because I've got the Storm Cloud Drum. So let's try it. 2, 3, 8, 1. Build that. Okay, let's see if we get. Okay, 8, 8, 3, minus 8, stunned, 3, stunned, and another stun. Okay, 1, 8. Yippee! Alright, great. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let me check the request box. Someone asks, tingliest drug name, go. There's a lot of very tingly drug names. The first one that comes to Rat Bastard if you're feeling pulled. Yeah, that is one of my names. I go by many different names. One of my favorite tingliest drug names is Atorvastatin. Anystatin. Atorvastatin. 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 Another one is Pioglitazone. 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 What the heck happened? Oh, this thing cleared me out. Now I'm gonna lose to a hedgehog. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Sink. What's another good one? What's another good drug name that's tingly? Tingly. What does this do? Atorvastatin is a statin, which is a cholesterol medication. Pioglitazone is kind of not really used too often anymore, but people still use it. It's like a someone on Twitch, Trump eats short, says, brother, we are high on mushrooms. This is crazy. Well, I hope you don't trip out too much. One time my old roommate was high on mushrooms, and he started seeing things. He was sitting on the couch. He was sitting on the porch at our house, and I was out with my girlfriend at the time. We were getting a succulent Chinese meal. And he calls me and he's like, Joey, I need you to come home right now. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And he says, I'm starting to see things, man. I need your help. I need you to come home right now. So it's like, okay. So we get our Chinese meal, and we come home, and he's like laying on the floor, and I'm like, oh my gosh, man, what happened? He's like, I took these mushrooms, and I looked outside, and I saw a giant cockroach man morph into a human and start walking down the sidewalk, and then he looked up and screamed at me, and I was like, oh gosh, well, man, drink some water, just relax, I'm here, just chill out. And so then I just sat with him for like a half hour, and then he threw up, and then he went to bed, but it was very funny. So I hope your high isn't that bad. I hope it's a lot better than what my old roommate was going through, in fact. I hope it's going much better than that. But yeah, pioglitazone is like a diabetes medication. It's like helps lower your blood sugar, but it's not really atorvastatin, maybe amlodipine, amlodipine is what is known as an angiotensin receptor blocker. I don't know this. No, that it's a calcium channel blocker. It's a dihydropyridine calcium channel blocker, and what that does is it helps lower your blood pressure because there's a lot of calcium channels on your heart, and if these calcium channels are getting activated a lot, if these are getting activated a lot, that means like your vasculature is more constricted, which means that your blood pressure is higher. So by blocking these receptors, you just kind of vasodilate, and you kind of by dilating the vasculature, it makes your heart rate a lot. It lowers it, not your heart rate. It doesn't lower your heart rate at all. It lowers your blood pressure. However, if it's a non-dihydropyridine calcium channel blocker, it does actually lower heart rate. But those are not ipines. Those are drugs. These drugs are what is it called? Verapamil and diltiazem. Those are the non-dihydropyridine calcium channel blockers. Goddesspunk says, should I eat copper 2 sulfate? Goddesspunk, I don't think you should. I think that you knew the answer to that question before you even asked it to me. So, you should not. 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 You should not, my friend. Oh yeah, that's gonna be annoying. But it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. They don't even have armor. Let's check the request box. Could I get a repeated good bird trigger? Absolutely. Good bird. 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 You like medical nerd stuff? Well, I wouldn't call myself a medical nerd, but I am a medical guy, so I can talk about that stuff all day. But yeah, dihydropyridine calcium channel blockers are pretty commonplace in terms of lowering your heart rate. They're pretty commonplace. However, if you really need to lower your heart rate, it's usually more common to get put on a beta blocker. Beta blockers are these are also receptor blockers because your heart, like directly on your heart, you've got a lot of what are called beta receptors, and when these receptors are activated, they'll cause a lot of they'll basically cause your heart to be more active, right? So of course, blocking these receptors, easy peasy, simple as. You lower your heart rate. You directly lower your heart rate. So that's that. So those are ones. Those all ended lol. So you've got stuff like stuff like bisoprolol, stuff like atenolol. Do they make alpha blockers for alpha males such as myself? I never take a beta blocker. They do actually. I need a sigma blocker. They do actually make those. There are alpha blockers. They're less common, but they do make them. started a little late today. We need more burp-oriented ASMR. You know, I wouldn't know anything about that since I'm not a burp myself. But you could certainly give me ideas and suggestions, and I'd be more than happy to make these as bird friendly as I can, I guess. What do birds even? You guys talk about like eating seeds and stuff. Oh, I'm a bird. I'm gonna pretend to be a bird. Hey, did you guys catch the latest? What are they like? Millet and seeds and stuff that were in the bird feeder today on Monday. Oh, you know, I'm a bird, so yeah, I actually, you know, I don't really eat millet and stuff. I eat worms straight from the ground, and you know, I think that's a bit archaic. You know, since I'm a bird, me personally, I'm a bird who doesn't eat worms and stuff because I don't know, I'm like a bird vegan or something. Anyways, this has been a nice chat at the bird house. If you'll excuse me, I need to sit on this twig and start tweeting. Okay, I'll see you later. That was my, that's what I imagine birds talk about. That is what I imagine you will. Good night, Santa. Take care. Have a wonderful sleep. Leo says, I don't eat store-bought stuff. I eat rooted straight from the wild, organic. Well, that's, you know, me being a bird myself, I can't really condone that. I think rodents shouldn't be eaten by birds. Burp-oriented videos such as replacing their batteries, repairing their cameras. What are you talking about? Gutterspunk, what are you talking about? Is that like the theory that all birds are actually spy drones and that birds are not actually real? Birds are spy drones and are not actually real. Have you not heard that birds are government drones? I think I've vaguely heard of it before. But honestly it wouldn't surprise me. Birds are kind of like typically very mean to rats. So I like to just stay away from them. But you know, a lot of birds are also very nice to me. I've known they're drones. Oh, I see. So the secret is out. The secret is out. The secret is out. This item is so niche that the life zapper lose all your health except for one. It's still the enemy for 2 turns, no thanks. It's so niche. It's really hard to it's really hard to get to work. It's really hard. Clout gets clout, says hello, your avatar is cool. Thanks. They call me Joe Cool. Doing it big, so thank you. I'm glad you think my avatar is cool. I think it's very cool too. I think you're cool. And thanks for joining the stream. I hope your night is going well. I hope you're having some time to relax. I'm having some time to take it easy. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. I think I just mucked up my build. Mucked up my build. I need to find another push. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. I like how on Twitch the hearts are purple. They kind of match me. I like the color purple a lot. If you guys didn't notice, I like the color purple a lot. Now that's a 6er, so let's replace that. Now we've got a 4 and a 4, which means our spiritual balance will activate. Luo says purple. It's very true. Did you guys ever play the game Purple Place on the Windows Vista computers? There was a game there called Purple Place, and you had all sorts of little mini games and such. Little mini games. lovely night. Have a lovely night. I know you're an owl, so this is when you're awake. So I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I hope you get some good sleep this morning. The next morning. 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 Did I ever find the potion man? Take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Do you understand? Well, thank you, Luna. Take care. Have a great night. Looks like we've got a bot in the chat next door who says, at Joyseed, top viewers, streamboom.live. You heard it here first, folks. Best viewers. Best viewers. Best viewers. Few bots can be yours. No, I like getting, don't ban any few bots ever. I like them. They remind me of my earlier days on YouTube. Because I used to get a lot of view bots. So, I like seeing them. They make me very happy. Gosh, -2. I need to get my money. Tell them, bring me my money. Sk, 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 sk. Shook, 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 shook. Oh, jeepers, 5 stun. Shook, shook, shook. Bye, Ludo. Go to bed. Stop going from chat to chat. You gotta go to bed. You gotta go to bed. You gotta go to bed. Well, I mean, you guess you gotta eat dinner and then maybe go to bed. No, because you just woke up because you're an owl. Sorry, I get confused. Anyways, just go about your day. Get out of here, you rascal. Sk, 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 sk. Get out of here, you rascal. Sk, 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 sk. Yippee, we won the run. I'll end it there. Oh, cool. I'm trying to get the golden and the diamond skin. I have all the other skins. We've got the base skin. Oh, you can change it. You can give yourself wings. This was an event skin. They had like a Halloween event. Pumpkin skin. The Lishen skin. You get this by beating Lishen. I think on very hard mode, you get this skin. You get the Hydra skin for beating the Hydra on very hard mode. The Redwood skin, I like a lot. The Riptide skin, I like a lot. The Ironstone skin, I like a lot. The Stormcloud skin, I like a lot. I actually don't like the Riptide skin very much. The Blackbriar skin is pretty cool. I was not really a fan of the Arcane skin. This is my favorite one, the Lifeblood skin. Not huge on the Serpent skin, but I do appreciate that it is vastly different from the other skins. I like the uniqueness of the Serpent skin. Let me check the request box. Do we have any new requests in the box? We do not. So I guess I will go with, I've been liking Ironstone recently, but we can do basic. What box? Oh, is it not on Twitch? It should be there. Let me copy it, and then I'll try to pin it again. There's an anonymous request box. I guess it's not pinned anymore. I wish it was pinned. How do I pin it? Anyways, it's usually pinned. I think it's because I had technical difficulties earlier. It is no longer pinned, but it is in the chat. So anybody on Twitch, if there's anything you want me to say, anything you want me to do, if you want to play a funny prank on me, if you want to just say a private message out at the end of every stream, so you guys can request as much as you'd like. I think I still want to try to get the symphony build, so I'll just do all swampland items. I'll just do all swampland items. I'll just do all swampland items. Because I want the symphony. It's cool. It is cool. I like it. I like the anonymous request box a lot. It's a feature that I've carried over from Spoon, which is where I started streaming. It was like a mobile phone app that was audio only. However, it no longer exists. Unfortunately, it no longer exists. But it had that really great feature that I liked. By the way, why do I stream ASMR while I'm gaming? Because, it just gives me something to do besides just sitting here and waiting to interact with people. It lets me also kind of unwind. I only like to play games on stream that are very cozy for me. You know what I mean? Like games that I like to sit back and relax to. Games that don't take a lot of considerable, energy, or the ones that I don't have to stress out over. Ones that aren't like super. I wouldn't want to play like a fighting game or a shooting game or like an RTS game. Something that requires my immediate attention. Games like this, I can take a break, look at the chat, and then talk to you was thinking the other day, it's like, isn't it kind of awesome that there's people, like friends, people that you haven't even met yet, like somewhere out there, you've got a friend that you haven't even met yet. I just think that's really cool. Something really cool to think about. There's friends in this world that you haven't even met yet. Isn't that crazy? You haven't even met some of the people that you're gonna be friends with. People that love you, people that care for you. You know, I think that's really awesome. That is crazy. I agree. That is crazy. There's friends in this world that you haven't even met yet. You haven't even met them yet. You haven't even met them yet. This should be an alley-oop. This should be an alley-oop. I've already got a diamond helmet. So I'll get 4 purity. I'll remove 2. I'll also activate my exposed right away because I have the core of the marble anvil. Exactly, Jared, exactly, Blood. You'll meet them. One day you'll meet these people, and they're gonna love you, and you're gonna love them, and they're gonna be in your life, you know. And I just think that's really awesome. That's beautiful, you know. There's always something to look forward to. There's friends that you still haven't met yet. There's friends that you still haven't met yet. There's friends that you still haven't met yet. Joey, have you met your people? I have. I've met a lot of really great, wonderful people. But there's still people I've yet to meet, you know? There's still people that I haven't met yet, and I'm excited to meet them. 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 So, I always like to try and keep an open mind and be friendly to people I don't know. I always try to be friendly to people I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to do though, because sometimes people are a bit standoffish. Sometimes people don't like to be talked to, and that's okay, you know. Everybody's entitled to feel the way that they feel. Nobody should be forced to have to open up, you know what I mean? Nobody should be forced to have to open up. Once you see these trees, these flowers, these reeds, that means that a honeycomb is nearby, which might sound nice, but these bees are very dangerous, and I will show you why. Okay. Oh no. As you can see, this is a honeybee. When you enter battle with one of these bees, they will give you 4 poison, 3 acid, and 2 stun. And this is enough to kill most people in the kind of first early game. So I'm taking a big risk by fighting this thing, but I think I should be fine. Cloud asks, what mic do you use? This is a Blue Yeti microphone. I got this about 2 years back. And I think it's a great mic. I think it's a great mic. So now that I've got the honeycomb can combine with any food item and make it as like a superfood. So we'll go over here and go to the cauldron. We're going to combine our fish with the honeycomb. And we now have honey caviar, very fancy. It says exposed, give the enemy 10 Riptide. Riptide is an effect that does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage at the end of the turn to whoever has it. And you give him 10. And I also have the core that will trigger any exposed at the start of the battle, which means that I will be giving this person 10 Riptide right off the bat. whenever you do a close-up mic whisper. I think so too. It's fire, huh? Fire, 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 fire. I'd like to be up close more often, but I've also got face tracking to worry about. And maybe some people don't like me up close, but it could be a nice treat. It could be a nice treat. What a lucky spot. What a lucky spot. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I'm so lucky. Lucky, lucky. I'm so lucky. Do you guys consider yourselves to be lucky? Do you consider yourself to be a lucky person? Me personally, I think I am very lucky. I think that when I think about it, and I think about it, I actually am kind of a lucky person. It seems, I mean, everybody's got like ups and downs, but for me, for the most part, I feel like the things that happen to me are mostly good, and I'm thankful for that. Hold on, I'm gonna cough. Sorry about that, folks. I had to cough, and now I will drink water from my bowl. Some tips for you. I will drink water now. And now, isn't that fantastic? Alright, let's see what we got here. This should be kind of tough, actually. So let's try it out. Okay, 1 minus 3, 0, 3. Okay. Give him that, give him 10. Take away the 9. Take away that. Yippee, alright, great. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, easy peasy, easy peasy, easy peasy. This is a pretty good find, though I don't think I can make much use of it, given my current build, so let's exchange it with the fairy. This is also a pretty bad one, so I actually don't want that at all. I would rather get rid of it, but I'll hold on to it because it's so rare. You can exchange it with the fairy, and it can get you some nice stuff if you are lucky, lucky, lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I'm so lucky. Lucky, lucky. I am so lucky. If I can find a lemon, I can get something nice. If I can find a lemon, I could get something nice. Nice. If I can find a lemon, I can get something nice. But if you see gravestones, that means that some tombs and stuff are nearby, and you can get some really good rare items for free. You can get some really good rare items for free. sometimes you can't help it. It just happens the way it happens, you know what I mean? It just happens the way it happens, you know what I mean? Block Gets Clock asks, what all times and days do you stream? So right now for me it is 11:43. I usually stream around 9 p.m. I try to stream 3 days a week. So I will be trying to stream tomorrow as well. 3 days guaranteed throughout the week. I want to say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I'm really gonna try and stream as much as I can. But Friday is always guaranteed. I'll play Zelda on Fridays and it's soft spoken, but tomorrow will be more whispers. More whispers, 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 whispers for you, the people. And just chilling out and doing the same thing again. Kinda helps me unwind too. But I should be here. There's no pressure, I would just love to see you whenever you can make it, my friend. I would just like to see you whenever you can make it, my friend. There's no pressure. There's never any pressure. There's never any pressure on you. Let's try and find this boss. This will be a pretty tough one, I think. They've got 2 sapphire earrings, and a ruby earring, and a citrine ring. They're going very high on jewelry. This is kind of a random build, so let's give it a try. 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 Let's give it. 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 Give it a try. Give it. Give it. Give it. Give it a try. Oh, that was a pretty open and shut win. Pretty open and shut victory. Pretty fist shot. 5 into 3, 4 into 0, 4 into 0, 2. Activate, give him 12, give him a 10, 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 give him a 12, give him a 10. Oh, jeez, that hurt a lot. That certainly hurt. This could be anybody's game. 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 But at the end of it, turns out it was mine. So I won. Anyways, folks, let's see how many people are here. We've got, this is the YouTube hand, this is the Twitch hand. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on YouTube. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on Twitch. So to all 10 of you, if nobody told you today, always remember that you matter. Always remember that you are important. Always remember that you have value, and that you are valid just the way you are. I hope when sleep finds you, it finds you well. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I wish you a night full of sweet dreams. I hope you have a great, awesome dream. I hope you have a great, awesome Tuesday, and I hope... Well, that's it. I just hope you have a great night. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.